Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode. This is our life.
We're so hot.
Yeah, we're hot. I mean, I think it says 86 on my computer, but the humidity up here is like sky high. And
Let's see if the barometer is accurate.
oh,
This thing has a humidity barometer.
whoops.
Lucky, you're the one that gets in the way.
And as for Lucky, he seems to be doing better, but he looked at me earlier like, you better not touch me.
I'd say about 87% humidity.
My wife says about 87% humidity.
We have a humidifier.
Whatever it is.
Gauges.
Yeah.
The barometer and the humidity gauges thing.
And
we think it works too.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe we should give him another pill. I mean, a quarter. We're gonna give you another pill, Lucky.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this will be fun.
But anyway, so what I was gonna say, nobody up here uses air conditioners.
Hardly ever.
Well, hardly ever. Yeah.
Even businesses don't seem to have a lot of them.
Yeah, even the few people that do, what they do is they put it in around this time of year, and in the fall they take it out.
They don't have central air conditioning, let's put it that way.
Yeah, nobody has that.
Unless it's an office or like a doctor's office or something.
A modern building, especially. But
like the hospital, some
yeah.
doctor's office.
But for a place like this, yeah, you don't have it. You know, I mean, all our neighbors, everybody, like we have a lot of neighbors, but I mean, none of our neighbors have central air. Everybody has heat. You can't live up here without heat. Yeah, but look, it's just.
If we could just bottle some of winter up and open it up during the summer and let it out.
You know, and a friend of ours on Facebook lives in Austin. It's cooler there than it is here. But part of our issue is the humidity is so high.
Feels like.
Yeah, the heat index is like 101 degrees. Or that was Boston, but you know, ours is.
We're a little bit cooler, but.
Yeah, but by.
We're out in the country.
Yeah, so we don't have the the heat from the asphalt absorbing in the buildings, the concrete and stuff absorbing the heat.
But we're near the mountain too. I think that. We may have a higher elevation than Boston, but we're out of the concrete jungle.
Yeah. And he's worn out. And he got worn out from this trip today.
I've got his medicine here.
Oh, and I need to end this video so I can go get something to put the pill in. It's a quarter of a pill.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun just to get him to take it and swallow it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like the heat, the salt from sweating gets in the eyes. That's why I'm rubbing my eyes. But yeah, I need to go do that, and I need to put this in the wallet before.
Yeah, that hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It gets in your eyes.
Gosh.
If we have like a can of Vienna sausages, we can open it up and probably stuff it in one of those, and he'll probably eat it without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Unless he's bad about finding chunks.
I don't know, my cats sure were. They'd eat everything but the pill.
Oh, I remember when our cat was sick, and the first week she took the pill quite willingly. She didn't even try to throw it back up, but after she went to the veterinarian and they said give her the medicine for another week, it was like you couldn't get it to stay down there. We called the veterinarian and told her she wasn't taking it. He said, well, she must be feeling better. She's actually fighting back.
So,
cats are notorious for not taking pills.
Yeah.
Well, I would crush up her pill and that makes it harder for her to throw it up too.
But anyway, so I think I like the vet. I mean, I don't see why we can't continue to use the vet we went to this morning, especially since they were so nice to us about the payment and.
Yeah, I wonder if. Well, I mean, it's a little bit far of the drive, but still.
But it's half the
price.
Yeah, half the price of what they were going to charge us here. Plus, they saw him without us paying anything because we don't have anything. We have to pay them.
But right now, we're broke.
Yeah, so we'll pay them Monday. We have to go out in that direction anyway. So when you live in the country, something you have to get used to is nothing is next door. And in this town, now when the mill was still in operation, there were businesses in this town. Now, the hardware store is an antique store. And the lady and her husband that owned the hardware store, she is a nurse. I don't know what her husband does.
Now she works for the hospital.
We have a fan in the window. We have two fans in the kitchen. I just don't want to have to turn that oven or stove on right now, but what else can we do? So I have an appointment.
Water isn't going to be too bad.
Yeah. And we have one fan in the window in the bedroom. I think we have some fans in the basement that we still need to get, but actually the basement's a little cooler because it's all.
But it's kind of stuffy.
Yeah.
And then closed up.
So they may have found Amelia Earhart's plane was using sonar. Anyway, people, so it's like, what we were doing with the aspirin is my wife crushed it, and we put it in this, was it salmon? I can't see anything. Salmon oil. And he likes this stuff. He likes this in his food. But, it's so hot right now, and he has so much hair. He's just laying there, So, anyway, I wonder, my mother was only feeding him a quarter cup of food a day. And then when my mother got sick, when I went over there and I found him, like I told them at the vet's office, he had been in that house for an entire week with no food, no water. It was over 100 degrees. I mean, at least the house had a little shade, but it was all closed up, so there was no air circulation. He was bald, or almost bald. He was thin as a toothpick. She wasn't feeding him enough. He would get in the garbage. And, since we've had him up here and we feed him, we always keep food in his bowl for him, in his dish for him. He doesn't go and knock the garbage can down or do stuff like that. He wants food. He'll eat, believe me. He will eat. He's a little hog. But he's good about it. He won't knock the garbage can down anymore because he knows he has food. That's the reason we keep food in his dish, is so he doesn't get that in his head that he's not going to have it anymore and he has to go start getting into things. Anyway, I know our daughter said she might get us a pizza, but you don't really have to do that. We appreciate it, but what is this recipe for?
Potato salad, bacon potato salad.
Bacon potato salad. We don't have bacon, I don't think.
But we can make potato salad.
Yeah. And
we have plenty of potatoes.
Did I give you that other recipe? Oh no, it's online.
It needs to be printed.
Sorry, I put it on your Facebook.
Yeah, but it needs to be printed.
Yeah, there's we don't have any mayo that's made already, so we have to make some.
Oh.
Which,
it's almost a joke to buy mayonnaise and pre-made.
Yeah, and
I mean a couple of eggs and a little bit of oil and.
Yeah, some mustard powder.
Yeah, you've got.
And it's better for you. What we make, I mean, we know what's in what we make.
Yeah.
I
mean, people used to do it before there were such a thing as grocery stores,
And our refrigerator's good size. I wouldn't say it's a full-size refrigerator, but it's a lot bigger than that little thing I had in that last apartment in San Antonio. That wouldn't hold much of anything. But if we had
I wish this one had an ice maker in it. Because the last one I had in the apartment by myself in Springfield actually had an ice maker.
That would be nice. it would have been nice if I could have salvaged some stuff from my mother's house, like the washer and dryer. But what was I going to do
Where
with
did we
that
put
stuff?
it at?
Yeah. But anyway, if we could afford to buy the eggs, which we did this month, but one reason we have eggs this month is because the King Community Kitchen has given us like 2 or 3 dozen.
I think they had a surplus for Easter.
So I mean, the last we didn't get any this week, though, did we?
No.
But the last few weeks they've given us a dozen eggs.
We never know what we're going to get
Yeah.
from them.
So
Last week it was they gave us a case of yogurt, which was like 12 containers. This week they give us 4.
4 for 2 people.
Yeah, I'm like
2 per person, I guess. I mean, you never know. And some of the people there, they know us, and they like us. So it's like you have 2 things sitting on the counter. You're only supposed to take 1. Here, you can have this too. So that's always nice when they do that.
Yeah, there's one guy that tends to be generous with everything, but they had one of the higher ups of the place standing behind him this week, so he couldn't really give out extra.
And the lady who gives out the flour and sugar and stuff, sometimes she'll, help us out.
We have seaweed chips.
Yeah, we have plenty of seaweed chips. They're good.
They gave us six boxes of them.
If our daughter would like one, let us know, because...
And 10 of them have 30 calories and 1 gram of carbohydrates. I'm like, okay, this is diabetic food.
It's sesame flavor?
Yes.
Sesame flavor. It's good.
Like, they're cooked with sesame oil, basically.
Now, on Okinawa, I ate stuff like that all the time. That was... What else was I going to eat? In Spain, I ate Spanish food. In Okinawa, I ate Okinawan food. What else was there to eat? But hey, anyway, and I don't think sushi was a big deal back when I lived on Okinawa. If it was, I don't really remember it. But then there was that restaurant on stilts way up north, before you got to Okuma, but anyway, so is there anything else I need to...
Not that I can think of.
Okay, I think this is somebody graduating in Boston.
Oh boy.
One of the colleges or high schools or universities. But I wish I could have graduated. But my native language is Spanish. I spell like a 3rd grader. Might literally have been tested at a 3rd grade spelling level. Yet I read at above 12th grade level. Go figure. And I've been to college. Anyway. Bye. Oh, and the math, I can't do the math. But my wife is great
I'm not
at
too
it.
good on math either. And when it gets to algebra, that's when the fun begins.
Well, she's better than I am. And her spelling is way, way better than mine. And her English is way, way better than mine. But anyway, folks, bye.